Well, we have a tough game ahead of us Thursday night versus a very good Texas A&M team, one of the best teams in our conference, and going to be a tough challenge to try to face. So we're going to have to work hard here in our preparation and try to lock in, focus in on what we're going to need to do to beat a very good Texas A&M team.
How much is that South Carolina teaching tool for this game coming up?
Well, I think what we found out that opening night of conference play versus South Carolina was, one, South Carolina's a very good team, but two, we just didn't come out with the kind of competitive fire that we need each and every time we take the floor in the conference. And so from that, we were able to adjust our attitude and our effort, and we've come out with the appropriate energy level and haven't been perfect in the last 3 games, but much better from an energy, effort, attitude standpoint. So versus Texas A&M, we're absolutely going to have to be very energetic, locked in on the things that'll be so key for us in every conference game, but particularly against Texas A&M. We're going to have to do a great job in transition defense. They can really push the ball and they can drive the ball. They have several players who can get to the rim and make plays, and so we're going to have to build a good wall around the goal there in transition defense. We're going to have to rebound in this game. They're a tremendous rebounding team, have some tremendous size and athleticism. And, I think those two things every game, no matter who we're playing, but particularly Thursday night, we're going to have to do, and that comes from an energetic place. That comes from a real focused effort and attitude that we need to be who we want to be in this league.
Coach Ryan was named SEC Player of the Week once again. Can you talk about her last 2 weeks and how she's kind of sort of taken her game to another level this time?
Well, I've shared this with several people and have said it a few times. She's doing such a great job at fulfilling the role she has to fulfill for us to be the kind of team we want to be. And it's not the most comfortable thing for her as far as being super aggressive from a shot volume standpoint. I think she, in her freshman year, could sort of show up and see what was required of her. Macy and Taylor were such big parts of the offense and were veteran and had been in the league and knew what to do. She was trying to find her way. And, coming into this conference season, we knew that Ryan was going to have to be one of those players that stepped forward and tried to be, the best scorer on the floor in each game. And so her teammates are doing a great job of getting her the ball, of setting her up for success by screening and passing and getting an offensive rebound or getting a turnover, which creates an extra possession for us. And then she's doing a good job of really within the framework of the offense, just taking open shots. And it's nothing that looks forced or that she's doing outside the framework of the team concept. So she's just doing a fantastic job. Her teammates are doing a fantastic job. And we'll need to keep doing that in order to be the team we want to be.
Sabrina practiced with the team last year, but she's still relatively new.
Yeah.
Now Chastity comes on board. Are you happy with the way those two have kind of blended together?
Was really pleased with the defensive game Sabrina played Sunday. She just did an outstanding job, and the team did. The team bounced back. I thought we were average at very best versus Alabama. I thought they turned the corner on us and got to the goal too many times. Gave up 71 points, and that's a recipe for disaster there. Letting people score those kind of points. So we talked about it and we worked not long but very hard on Saturday trying to get ready for a Florida Gators team that could do the same thing. And I thought Sabrina was one of the real standouts on defense. So that's awesome. She's doing a great job offensively with playing her role just in an excellent fashion. She's just doing a great job there. So real happy with her. And then Chastity, I think, took a step forward in her development. So this is, one game in the non-conference with California, and now 4 games in the conference. So she's really only 5 games into her season, and I thought she really stepped up and did a better job defensively after sort of a slow start to the Florida game. I thought she ended with a lot of defensive energy, and we need both of those players playing tough defense. And then they're also really important scorers for us too. So those 2 players have done a good job, and we're just going to continue to work and try to get better and help both of them get better.
This team offensively can put up 30 in a quarter, and sometimes it feels like you can only put up 6 to 8.
Yeah.
How do you get that consistency? If the shots aren't falling, we got to find a way to get a bucket.
Well, the situation for us is we just have to be resilient, and we have to keep going, and we have proven that if we will stay the course, that the ball will get in the bucket. And so one thing that we try to do is be real intentional with with a play call, or try to get something that will ignite the offense. But what happened with us, I think, versus Florida, is we were able to turn some really good defensive play into offense. So sometimes when your offense isn't clicking, the best way to get it going is to make a play on the defensive end. So we had a few steals and layups in the Florida game, and that can ignite you, and that can help everybody breathe a little bit easier. I think also it's when everybody is deploying so many resources to try to stop Ryan, and you're taking some really good open shots and they're not falling, that is really important to try to stay encouraged there, because we took some really good shots at Florida that just didn't go in the basket. And finally, Chastity started making a couple of buckets, and I think that we were able to breathe life into the offense there. So you just need to see it go in the basket, and believe that it will, and just really stay solid, and don't let that get you down. So poor, by any stretch of the imagination, poor shooting performance for us on the road, but still able to win with your defense. It was a good result for us on Sunday.
Got time for one more, if any?
Go ahead. I was going to say, assuming Kennedy Carter's able to go for Texas A&M, what do you expect? What are kind of the challenges that type of player brings for the Aggies?
Well, she is just a supremely gifted scorer. She just one of the best scorers in the nation. She has a high skill level. Can handle the basketball with either hand. Can get to the basket seemingly at will. She just has great change of pace, change of direction, great ball handling skills that allow her to create shots at just about any time she wants to get a shot. So she is a handful. She is really going to be tough to guard, and we'll have to work like crazy to try to see if we can slow her down a little bit. She's a fantastic player.
Just have one question about the WNBA had a big thing today where they're increasing the salaries of the professional players and kind of giving them some more benefits and stuff. What does that mean for women's basketball as a whole, from your perspective?
Well, I just think it's another step forward for the sport, and certainly for our players who aspire to be professional, and we have several former players right now who are all over the globe playing professionally. Anytime you can have something positive like that, where there's a quality of life increase, a pay raise, a pay increase that is going to allow them to earn more money. It's a fantastic development, and our players, I know, are excited to see that, and so many of them aspire to be in that league one day, and so great development for women's basketball.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank y'all.